Welcome to Half 24 Football News. Today on the show, Lionel Messi scores his 900th career goal and makes Ronaldinho cry. Tragedy in Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is out of the game for a long time. Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Enzo Maresca will lead Manchester City, while United holds secret talks with a Brazilian star. We are starting right now. The football world has witnessed another incredible page in history. Lionel Messi scored the 900th goal of his career. This happened in the second leg of the 1/8 final of the CAF Champions Cup, where Inter Miami hosted Nashville. The 38-year-old Argentine scored as early as the 7th minute of the meeting, delicately sending the ball into the far corner of the net. To reach this cosmic mark, Leo needed 1,142 matches. However, the celebration had a bitter taste. Despite the captain's efforts, Inter Miami was knocked out of the tournament. While Messi celebrates the anniversary, his eternal rival Cristiano Ronaldo continues to lead in this race. The Portuguese now has 965 goals in 1,312 matches. The main intrigue of modern football remains open. Will both legends manage to reach the incredible mark of 1,000 goals? But off the field, competition gives way to mutual respect. Ronaldo admitted that his son loves watching videos of Messi's play, noting that the boy has good taste. In turn, Lionel said that his son Thiago constantly asks him about Cristiano. This reminds us that even in the struggle for the status of the best in history, these two remain an example to follow. Against the background of Leo's historic record, the legendary Ronaldinho shared an incredible story about their relationship. The Brazilian recalled his meeting with Messi in Paris before the match against Manchester City. What he told his former protege gives you goosebumps. When Messi was in Paris, I saw him before the game, hugged him and told him, "You made me feel proud of you in Barcelona. You made the world enjoy you and you are the best. Now I will watch you from the stands. Today you will make me proud in front of all your fans." Messi's response was instant. "It is an honor for me that you are attending today's game. If I score a goal, it will be for you." Leo kept his word and scored a beautiful goal. But what struck Ronaldinho the most was the reaction of the fans, who started congratulating him as if his own son had scored the goal. The Brazilian ended his story with words that put an end to the discussions about greatness. "There are people who say that I am his teacher, but in reality Messi is the teacher, and I am the student. All soccer players are students of Messi because they learn soccer from him." The International Center for Sports Studies has published its latest ranking of clubs with the highest squad market value. The results were sensational. London's Chelsea topped the list, surpassing even Manchester City and Real Madrid. The combined value of the Blues players reached an incredible €1,732,000,000. Interestingly, only 3 teams in the world managed to break the €1,500,000,000 barrier. In addition to Chelsea, only Guardiola's side and the Royal Club from Madrid achieved this. Overall, the top 10 is dominated by representatives of the English Premier League, further proving the financial dominance of this league. Madrid Real is receiving extremely alarming news from the infirmary. The team's main goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, is out of action for at least 6 weeks due to a thigh injury. Although the 33-year-old Belgian hoped that the injury was not serious, the results of the medical examination conducted this Thursday confirmed the worst fears of the doctors. Courtois sustained the injury on Tuesday during the crucial second leg of the 1/8 final of the Champions League against Manchester City. Despite the fact that Thibaut started the match, he was forced to leave the field after the first half. Andriy Lunin came out to defend the goal of the Blancos for the second half of the meeting. Now it is the Ukrainian, it is Lunin, who will defend the colors of the Royal Club in the decisive matches of La Liga and the next stages of European competitions. A real bomb at Manchester City. The era of Pep Guardiola at the Etihad could end much earlier than expected. As reported by insider Fabrizio Romano, the Citizens' bosses have already decided on the successor to the Catalan. It should be Enzo Maresca. Despite the painful exit from the Champions League at the hands of Real Madrid, the club's management is not going to fire Pep immediately. The choice is exclusively up to Guardiola himself. He can leave as early as this summer or stay until the end of his contract, which is valid until June 2027. Pep himself responded to the question about a possible resignation in his own style. "Oh, everybody wants to fire me, right? One day I will come here and say, 'Bye-bye, guys,' and still I am here, one more year of contract." However, if the Catalan still decides to leave early, CITY will immediately begin negotiations with Enzo Maresca. I remind you, the Italian remains a free agent since the beginning of this year, when he unexpectedly left Chelsea. His departure from London was accompanied by a serious scandal. Maresca did not like the interference in his work, and the bosses of the Blues suspected Enzo of behind-the-scenes negotiations exactly with Manchester City. It seems that these suspicions were not groundless, and we are on the threshold of a major change of power in the EPL. Rumors of a great return are exciting football Europe. Borussia Dortmund has officially expressed interest in signing its former leader, Jadon Sancho. Currently, the 25-year-old winger is playing for Aston Villa on loan from Manchester United, but already in June he will become a free agent. I remind you that in July 2021, the Red Devils paid a cosmic €85 million for the Englishman, but at Old Trafford, Sancho never managed to reach his peak level. Although Manchester United has the option to extend the contract for another 1 year, currently such a scenario looks unlikely. The BVB are ready to bring back their star, hoping that in the familiar atmosphere of the Signal Iduna Park, Jadon will again start demonstrating the football for which the whole world loved him. Whether this return will become a reality already this summer, we will find out very soon. Manchester United is starting to act on the market. According to the latest information, the bosses of the Red Devils have already held the first negotiations with the entourage of the Newcastle star Bruno Guimarães. The club considers the 28-year-old Brazilian as a priority target to strengthen the midfield in the summer transfer window. Guimarães has become a true leader of the Magpies, but the financial situation of Newcastle may force the club to listen to offers for its star. A move to Old Trafford could be a new challenge for Bruno, and for United, a key element in the team's reconstruction. While only preliminary consultations are ongoing, the interest from the Mancunians is extremely serious. The legendary Drogba made an extremely emotional statement that shook the entire continent. The reason was an unprecedented scandal. The CAF Appeal Committee overturned the result of the final between Senegal and Morocco, which took place back in January. The victory, won by Senegal on the pitch, was effectively taken away in the offices. Drogba, not holding back his emotions, called this decision a blow to the heart of African football. Today I speak with a heavy heart. In January, we saw how Senegal bravely defeated Morocco in a historic final. It was a night of passion and pride. But now a decision taken in a boardroom has changed that story. A victory earned on the pitch is simply taken away. Drogba emphasized that this is not a question about one trophy, but about dignity and trust in the entire structure of football in Africa. In his opinion, politics has no right to steal the joy of victory from the people. This scandal risks becoming the largest in the modern history of CAF, undermining the authority of the organization. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. See you in the next episode.